Hey friends, welcome back. I am in Bam here in Iran, and today's video we are going to explore this castle behind me, and this is going to be the final video of the Iranian series on the channel. The next video will be crossing the border, limitless borders, crossing the border from Iran into Pakistan. Let's go and explore this castle, shall we? I really hope it's worth it. You have no idea how much trouble I got into to get over to Bam and also leaving Bam. So let's go explore it and put an end to the Iranian series and to this journey in Iran, because my God, what a trip it has been exploring this country. It is. Let's go inside. Right, here we are. Getting closer. Wow, look at it from outside though. Amazing, like. The owner of the guest house in Kerman, he told me that this has actually been rebuilt. It has been, I'm gonna read this just to clarify some things, but he told me that this has been rebuilt because it was destroyed 20 years ago from an earthquake. Which is quite interesting, right? I mean, the UNESCO organization decided to rebuild it the way how it was before because it is a very important piece of history here in Iran. And it's like being in a complete, I haven't really walked so much, I just came from there. But honestly, like, it looks like a maze. Like there's a lot of things, like, you know, you can see here. We're gonna go way up there as well. It's mad, like, you know, I mean, it was like this before, but now they rebuilt it as well. You know, and they're still working, like you can actually see they're still working on rebuilding some parts as well. Like here. Right, I'm gonna walk this way, all the way that way. And I'm gonna read as well on the way and see what I can learn out of this place. And we'll continue the tour. Right, I haven't really moved that far from the last shot, and there's a reason for that. And the reason is I looked into this piece of paper and it's actually very, very interesting. This is, by the way, the very first time ever in all of Iran that it was handed something to me on entrance to look at, you know, something like a mosque, palace, museums, all that. We've done all that. Nobody gave anything to me beside today. The final video. Which I kind of like it, because now it does make sense to me what I'm about to do. First of all, there is here a map, and I love that. I love the idea that there is a map that can tell me which way I can actually go. Now, I like exploring and getting lost and all this, but in a place like this is quite large, it's huge, and it's sunset, and I don't really have time, and I need to catch a night bus tonight and organize everything. It's madness today and yesterday. So it's hectic, you know. And within this paper there is like some information on it that each part of the place, according to the piece of paper here, this area is the bazaar. So you can actually see it, like, you know, because this used to be a whole city, right? It's like the citadel, it's like a whole area where people were living here, working, bazaar, shops, school, all that good stuff, guest house. Salam. And over here, like, would be like the bazaar, right? This all here is like a bazaar, and those would be all shops, and this is like the path, right? And in a way it does actually make a lot of sense, and this is something that I am happy to pay 100 toman for it. It is definitely worth it. Yeah, there are some things here, like I've seen this, like doors like this before, but there's nothing inside. And yeah, there's nothing inside, like they're locked.
Hi.
Hello, how are you? Salam.
Thanks. Salam.
Hello, where are you from?
Iran, Mashhad.
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 Yeah, not so far.
And you?
I'm from Ireland.
Ireland.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Ireland.
Ireland. Dublin? Dublin?
Dublin.
Ah. Nice to meet you. Khodafez. She's so cute. Very nice. Now we are going to Tikai Square. And here would be what? I think this looks like a stage, right? It does look like a stage. Yeah, so according to the information, I love this actually. It's nice. Holding it, walking around, exploring. So the square was the central square of the Bam citadel. The square surrounded by chambers, certain religious, and there's an and, but there is no. Like, there's an and here, but like it doesn't continue somewhere else. You know, like that's it really actually. Right, let's move on. Visitors pathway. So I guess like this is the way I have to be walking all the way there. We're not gonna take this. I think this is going to be the way back. Very cool, to be fair. Like this is interesting. I like it. And then there are some seats here for chilling. And this is a mosque actually. Come on, let's make it over a bit further and see what other interesting stuff we can get. Or probably here, you know, Sistani house. So what was the Sistani house was like, you know, or what is it like? And it is actually quite interesting because I have to say something very important. You know, I mean, since this is the last video on the channel for Iran, I have to say, I don't know if I've said it before in any other video that I have on the channel about Iran, but this actually kind of reminds me now of a lot of the guest houses that I've actually stayed in the country while traveling the country. Now obviously this is a little bit to be honest, it's a little bit boring because the guest houses were much nicer, of course. There's more life into it, and there's obviously couches and seating area and of course people as well. But I want to say that some of the best guest houses I have ever stayed at in the world, safety wise, cleanliness, budget, security, location, all that, comfort, Iran has to be one of the best guest houses that it offers. Okay, guest houses, hotels. I'm not talking about luxury hotels now, okay? I'm a low budget traveler, so you got to understand that. So if the low budget traveler places that I've stayed in are amazing, I have no doubt that, you know, that the higher end, you know, they will be extremely well. Iran has to be some of the best accommodations I've ever stayed in any country that I have visited, considering the budget and all the other aspects. It's true. Anyway, moving on. Look at that though. What a view. We're gonna get closer, we'll get a better shot, because for you guys it is far, but for me it is gorgeous. And let's climb up this do you know what it looks like? I'm gonna say it. It looks like a sandcastle, but it's freaking huge, like, you know? Look at this. Tell me that doesn't look like a sandcastle. Oh man. And it's like built by a giant, you know? And the beach is just behind it. There's no beach here. There is, however, a river, according to the map. I didn't make it this far in the town. I'm not gonna make it this far. As I said, it's very tight, very tight. So all this, you can see how smooth and clean it is. Yeah, it's been rebuilt by the UNESCO Heritage Organization. All right, let's go inside, and I think it is actually on the way back. I'm not sure what's there, or according to the map, I can keep actually straight, so I'm not sure why they made it this way. Salam.
Hello.
How are you?
Thanks.
Where are you from?
Shiraz.
Oh, beautiful city.
Yeah.
I love Shiraz.
not Iranian?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
I'm from Ireland. Ireland.
Really?
Yes.
You completely look like Iranian people.
Yeah, I still pay foreigner price though. That's a pity.
Really?
Yeah, it's a
It's
pity.
unbelievable. You're from another country. You completely like Iranian people.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Iranian people are very beautiful.
Thank you so Of much. course.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
I'm actually serious. I think Iranian people are very beautiful.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah,
They're so kind.
they're very kind people, yeah.
Okay, I will
Thank you
see
so much, guys. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye.
It was a nice chat. We were like off camera, standing, talking together for probably about like, I don't know, 20 minutes or so. Maybe a little bit more. Amazing couple, by the way. She speaks really good English. Uh, the sun, the sun is actually disappearing, but I just couldn't care less. Like, you know, I mean, I prefer meeting those people and talking to them than, you know. I mean, I like actually exploring this. I'm not gonna say anything. This is actually, I like this. Looks really nice. So yeah, this is where I entered from, and we're gonna walk this way and see what other things are hidden. We're gonna go there, but very nice. Let's see it from above here. Let's see what this square is on the on here. This is actually nice. Barracks. This complex dates back to the early Islamic centuries for the governmental militias. There is some acoustic characteristic in the yard. Wow. This actually can be a great site to even shoot a whole medieval movie or something, you know? It's incredible. Wow. See, like over there, that's the original, I'd say. And this is like they're covering it up now, rebuilding it. Yeah, let's go this way. Wow. Oh man, this is actually quite cool. Really nice. Let's get a bit higher and we should have a beautiful view of Bam city. Right, we're climbing up. Oh, there's narrow alleys here. Long stairs. Oh, no way. I hear somebody, but why is it closed like this? I really want to be like on the top, right? Oh, look at that. Wow. I'm not sure why they do this. Like, I mean, you know, I wanted to get to the top over there, but you've seen it. It was blocked. I'm going my way back actually the same way. I was expecting to be on the, like, inside, you know, behind the big walls. Right, so I am back. There is actually, I think there's one way we didn't like explore, the stable place, the governor stable place. We can like go there. Look at it again from here. The colors are beautiful. PT, I didn't make it inside. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, and just like looking over at the map again, and there's actually two arrows on it, inward and upward if it's there. And like that's the problem, is like I'm going back the same way where I actually came from, so I didn't really have that chance of looping around, right? Because it was blocked pretty much. So to sum it up, like, so I just like exited the gate, but I came this way. I want to go this way here. From here, look, this says Jewish house, probably the main house in the Jewish neighborhood. This house has been inhabited in the Ilkhand, Safavid, Zandiya and Qajar period. We're not gonna go this way, we're gonna go this way. So it's pretty much like a path we're walking. We can't really go inside like and wander around because there are these fences, but just because I'm a little bit of a rebel and I did pay my money to enter, so we are going to explore a bit inside here, and I'm gonna make my way like that, you know, because I think this is actually quite interesting, even though it's ruins. Look at it. You know, like this actually, this is the original, I believe. This is not what the UNESCO Heritage Organization has rebuilt here. They are rebuilding that, not this, you know. So this to me is actually quite really interesting, even though it's ruins and rocks. But look at this for a sight. This is actually quite impressive. Now I'm gonna make my way to the exit. I'm actually making my way to exit because this is pretty much it. It's very unfortunate that they have blocked a lot of the places that we cannot really visit. Most of the things on the map you cannot really visit, and also the tour on the map from the inward and the outward, so to loop it around, it's not there as well because they have blocked a lot of things from inside. So you're supposed to go inside and out from another side and continue the journey like what I'm doing right now. Unfortunately they have done this, but I understand because there are also construction in place, you know, I get that. But if you are doing construction, you got to take it into consideration. What you are selling is not a full, you know, the full service that we are buying. So there has to be compensation for this, and this is probably one of the worst thing. This is the last video, by the way, so we know what we're talking about now, and I have mentioned it in previous videos, but I really need to mention this because it is really important and it is frustrating for a lot of other travelers. I've spoken to a lot of travelers before and they mentioned this to me, but I couldn't really comprehend it, you know. But now I understand it. The Iranian Tourism Ministry really need to consider this, take it into consideration. Like this is not the way how we should be treated. You're doing construction, we respect that, but don't charge the full price. By the way, for all of you who are wondering, hold the thought, look at this. Wow, there's so many hidden gems here. That's incredible. But anyway, the thing is, like, you guys have told you about the conversion rate that I'm in right now. You see, the 100 toman, 1 million rial, is an equivalent of around $3 right now. I never changed the rate because it's always bouncing, but I kept it at $3 because I don't want to keep converting every time. Now, put that into perspective, okay? This is very important. I'm gonna make you stop and think about this for a second. Before the new ministry taken over about 2.5, 3 years ago here in Iran, the rate was for foreigners 10 toman. Now it's 100. Right now it's 10, and for locals it's 3 toman, which is kind of fair in a way. Okay, I agree with that. Today's rate are 5 toman for a local in most places, and 100 toman for a foreigner, right? I mean, they change it completely. Now, on the exchange rate, to you, you might think it's $3. But this 100 toman will stay even after the inflation is done and we're back to normal. That 100 toman could be worth about $5 or $6 at some point, and they're not going to change it, you know. So let that sink in for a second and realize how much money you'll be spending just visiting these places, you know. And some of them are just continuously under construction and all that. Anyway, just food for thought. Think about it. Just like see what happens, you know. I mean, it's up to you what you take out of this information. Anyway, I will be putting an end to this video right here on the sunset. Bam is the last destination here in Iran. The next destination I need to get over to Zahedan. I'm from Zahedan all the way to Marjav and then crossing the Taftan border. Next video will be a limitless borders, crossing the border from Iran into Pakistan. If you enjoyed this video, if you can't wait for the next episode of Limitless Borders, do subscribe, give the video a thumbs up. It helps me and it helps with the algorithms, and as always, see you on the next one.